just wanted to do a little bit of a wrap up of the 2021 season. This was our first year camping all year. Like, we got into it late last year.
Yeah, we started in July last year.
Right. So this was our first, like, full season from April to October. So we said pretty much we were going to do every other weekend, and we ended up...
We started as every other weekend, but I think we started in April, and then maybe about May when it got a little bit warmer, we've probably only been home 3 weekends since May, maybe, if that. And one is 2 times were birthdays, and the other time was an accident. I don't know.
Yeah.
So last year I'd seen a family I follow about financial advice do a 2020 wrap up, and they did it as like a time capsule and kind of loop back on the year, which was cool. So we had done that. And it's one of our favorite videos to watch because it's like watching just a quick collage of the entire year as a whole. So check that out if you haven't seen it. It's one of my favorite videos. So we thought we'd do that again.
Kind of recapping our favorite trips this year. What would you say would be your favorite?
It's really hard because Myrtle Beach was really cool. Just because it was such a long trip.
It was nice.
And being on the beach for a week was also really good for us mentally.
Steps away from the beach.
But I think I'd have to say Michigan, just because I've been to Myrtle Beach, and it's cool to see, and it was cool to camp on, but I've done both of those things before with my family. But Michigan was wild. I mean, it was beautiful.
It was amazing.
We went to the northern tip, almost Canada, and spent up in Mackinac, visited Mackinac Island for the day. And that was just, it was a blast. We had a good time. We rode bikes around the entire island. Me holding a 5-6 pound camera. And then we
Look
shot
out for that video because it'll be good.
Well, they would have seen it already.
Oh, maybe.
This is the last one.
Yeah,
maybe. It's right here over her face. But yeah,
Mackinac was amazing.
between Michigan being beautiful, if you've not been to Michigan, go.
I found 4 other spots that I want to go to.
If you're in Michigan, you're probably like, yeah, we know. Haven't you seen the commercials?
Right, Pure Michigan.
Thanks, Tim Allen.
True that, yeah.
And then we shot over to Sleeping Bear Dunes, which just a desert in the middle of the Great White North.
I'm proud to be from the Great White North.
Favorite trip? We had a lot of trips. We went
2 times, yeah.
Tons of places.
Yeah.
Michigan was my favorite. Absolutely gorgeous. How about you?
I would also say Michigan is my favorite. However, I think Maryland was probably my, close to, because Maryland was our first stop on a really big trip, and it was just fun to experience that because, like we said before, all of our other trips were only an hour or 2 away. And Maryland was 6 hours away. It was our first big haul, and I loved that campground. We had never been to D.C., so I think, aside from Michigan, because that is hands down probably my favorite trip that we've ever taken, and it was our 1-year wedding anniversary. So that was also, it was really fun to be able to spend that trip there. But I think Maryland, just because it was like a whole new experience. Then, trying to navigate through D.C., which we had never done. We saw the monuments, which was really neat to see. And I think that campground was probably one of my favorite campgrounds that we've been to.
Yeah.
So I think, other than Michigan and the amazing blue waters of Michigan and the scenery, I would say Maryland was probably my favorite as well.
But that was also the trip we came back from, and we went, maybe we should full-time. Why are we going back to Ohio? And then going to Michigan, we're like, okay, why are we going back to Ohio?
Except I don't want to spend winter in Michigan. No, thank you. We already have enough snow. I don't want any more. But summers in Michigan, I can get on board with that. Yep. It was stunning.
Goals for next year?
One of my goals for next year for camping season would be to try more state parks, whether that be in Ohio or other places. They're really hard to get into, so I do have some reminders set to go on to try to book some of them for us. But I think we've spent a lot of times in KOAs and private, campgrounds and things like that. So I definitely want to try some more of the state parks because we love hiking and we love walking, and hopefully bring the bikes out a little bit and kayak as well. So I'm looking forward to doing that.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of goes with state parks-ish, but I'd like to do more boondocking. I mean, we've not ever really done boondocking, but...
Michigan.
I mean, part of the thing is, well, we did
We
one
did.
night of boondocking.
And that was an experience.
At a harvest host during, like, a massive storm.
Camping 2021 has been...
Our life.
Oh my gosh. It's been awesome.
Cue the 2021 montage. Nell starts yelling, "Oh my God," and I thought it was a bee or something. So I stepped forward and jumped to kind of get out of the way. But as I'm stepping forward, she goes, "You're stepping on it." And I look down and there's a snake under my foot.
I have my finger currently holding the hole.
I noticed your side was kind of getting bent in there.